Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October into early November 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business here and start you off with an oracle card, as always, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. You get to have your cards read by a lumberjack this week, my friends. Promise I'm not a hipster. I might be as well, right? Who knows? But let's get it going here for Taurus, please, my guides. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card just to see what's happening. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus as we move through one of my favorite times of year, if you couldn't tell, right? I mean, the longtime subscribers already know how I like to do it around Halloween. Okay, yeah, beautiful creativity. I love this energy that we have right here up front. So even if we do have some challenges throughout the spread itself, this is a very positive omen to me. There's some possible beautiful creativity, golden opportunities, really nice energy leading us off. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. It's the last chance to get in for that. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about it. Now, if you look at this card, we see that lady. She has a very unique and awesome hairdo. I always notice that. But she's holding a golden thread. There's a sewing machine with a rainbow coming out of it. So, of course, this card is saying, like, hey, create something. Like, if you don't have it, if there's something that you want, if there's something you want to change, if there's something you want to do, you be the creator. That's a big energy we could pick up here. Now, this also says that all creative pursuits and endeavors are highly favored in this time. Whether it's business, whether it's artistic, like writing, painting, drawing, whatever it might be, any form of expression is highly favored. And this is a really good card for business ventures as well, especially with the golden thread. So just know that. Another message I'm picking up here that I feel I need to give is whatever you build is only as good as the foundation that you build upon. So if you're in the very early stages of something, be it relationships, business, or otherwise, just know that if you don't build something on a very solid foundation, once it keeps stacking up, eventually, let's not go that route just yet. I think you know what I'm putting down now. Let's get into tarot. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading itself. It's just a little footnote. But yeah, let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. I don't know why I just went on that little spiel about a foundation, right? So let's see what's happening. Maybe we'll get more detail in this reading. Shuffle it up, my guides. Talk to me. What do we have for Taurus here? And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It was pretty interesting. It was titled A Big Ending. Okay, now that does happen with all signs from time to time. And there was a big focus on some sort of cycle closing. Like, it was all over the place in last week's reading. So if you've been through a closeout or a cycle close or a tough ending of any kind recently, I give you my empathy. But we're going to hope to keep it optimistic this week, right? Lumberjack Kyle's here, and we're going to try to pull some nice cards, right? We'll read what we get. We'll go with the flow. Let's get it going. As you know, every reading is very fluid. Energy is never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, right? Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. Someone not letting something go here. This energy can be good in regards to money. So I'm already getting a dualistic type of reading here, even with the front oracle card, now this card. Like, I see a big split between business and relationships. So for a lot of you, this reading's going to depict one or the other, right? Maybe it'll have elements of both. We'll see. 10 of Pentacles, good. So this is opposite. Like, this is an evolution possibly, but this is a totally different energy. But I love the 10 of Pentacles. To me, this card is everything. Let's get one more. Lots of earth. That's an element you're very comfortable with, my friends. There we go. 6 of Swords, so there could be some improvement. The energy could be starting to budge and move, or that could be someone or something moving towards you quickly when we have the 6 of Swords here on the back end. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance, I look down here at the box. I already spoke about it. There's double pentacle energy, which is earth. That is something you were very comfortable in. That could be a big focus on work. You might be focused on your money, your abundance, your business. That's a very big thing here. It could also represent the family or one's feeling of stability. On the back end, we have air, which is communication, but it's also the mind. So there's a little mixture of stuff going on here, and this could be improvement. I'm seeing good things here, Taurus, but this is a little funky on the front end. So let's go through one by one, and then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff, right? Position number 1, the 4 of Pentacles. So you see this individual here, they're clasping onto that pentacle. They're not letting go. They're hanging on for dear life. Now, I'll give you a lot of different meanings here. If we're talking monetary, if we're talking business, this is somebody with a very strict budget. This is somebody that's tightening up the purse string. So this could be spirit telling you, okay, watch the spending, don't go overboard, budget things properly if necessary. This in relationships is where it takes a little bit of a tighter turn. Now, if you're not focused on the finances and money here, it can be stubbornness, right? This could represent someone or something that's like set in their ways, very stubborn. The 4 of Pentacles could be anything from jealousy to possessiveness to anger, like somebody being angry or mad or just holding a grudge of some sort. Like, it's all very personal to what you're going through. So this can be rough, but it's also not movable, okay? So if it doesn't mean any of that other stuff for you, it's like somebody holding their ground. Okay? I always like to say all cards are neutral until we see the clarifier. So we'll see if that's a situation or a problem. Now, moving to the center, we get a much different, more elevated form of the Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which can represent endings. It can represent completions like we were seeing last week. But to me, this card is everything. When I see the 10 of Pentacles, it's like happy life, sturdy abundance, big family, just someone having everything they need. This card often comes out when somebody has an influx of money coming in or level up of some kind. So when we go from this 4 of Pentacles where it's like not moving, not moving, not moving, into 10 of Pentacles, that could be something breaking through or something starting to level up. This is a completion of a good kind. This is like end goals. Now, when I see the 10 of Pentacles, I also say it could represent your home. So there might be a focus on your living situation, your house, whether you're redecorating, remodeling, relocating. This is generally positive and a good omen, and it could just represent people in your family, like your family unit. So we'll see what's up with that 10 of Pentacles. To me, it's very abundant though, and I really like it. Now, as we push forward to the back end of the spread, this is where the energy starts to swirl a little bit. It starts to loosen up. We have the 6 of Swords. Now, just like all cards, it has challenges as well as positives. So let's talk about the positives. To me, this is a card of improvement. Yes, it could represent distance, it could represent travel, going on trips, stuff like that, or situations involving distance. But when I see it, I think of improvement, things getting better. We do have wins showing up here, wins, victories, overcoming things. This is nice, coming out of the choppy waters into the calm waters. So we like this. But a challenge with this card is that it could represent abandonment of something. So whether this is somebody feeling left behind or abandoned, or you might feel there's someone you're connected to where they don't do what they're supposed to do. Like, to me, this card could sometimes represent that, like somebody that doesn't follow through on their responsibilities. So we're going to have to see what's up, because it can be very good. And I will say this, as I look down here at the main part of the spread, yes, we have this 4 of Pentacles in the beginning, but these are very positive, good omens that nice things could be coming. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Taurus. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here and see what's happening for my Taurus friends, please. My guides and spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's get in on that 4 of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, let's see what's happening, my gods. Why is that 4 of Pentacles here? Let's see what's up. Thank you. Ace of Swords. This is somebody that cannot get something out of their head. They can't get something off their mind. That is one thing that I'm just seeing here in a very, very big way. And it's like almost repetitious with this Ace of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Swords could be other things. I'm getting 2 main messages here. One, there might be somebody that has an intrusive thought or just something on their mind, whether they're seeing it over or experiencing it over. It's just something that lives in their head rent-free. So whether that's you living in someone else's head rent-free, or just a situation or something that is in your mind, and it's like, I need to figure this out, or I'm never going to stop dwelling on it. I need to figure this out, or I'm never going to stop thinking about it. That's just an energy I'm feeling here. Now, the Ace of Swords, as with all aces, could be opportunities. So another thing I'm picking up here is somebody being very particular about when they're going to make a move. Like, to me, this alignment could be like, I'm going to wait until what I want comes along. I'm going to wait until it fits my life, it fits my needs, it fits my purpose. Then and only then will I come out of this Four of Pentacles mode. Like, I know what I want, I know what I deserve type of energy. So this can be good. But when I see things like intrusive thoughts, when I see things about like somebody like stressing or anxious or just something in someone's head, that gives me a little pause, because I want to see how the rest of this plays out for sure, because that's just the vibe I'm picking up. It could also be someone shutting down communication. So we do have three main messages there, like somebody that's very difficult to talk to, like this could be emotionally unavailable, like someone that doesn't tell you how they feel. Let's keep moving, because I'm just going to keep channeling messages here. Let's see what's up with that Ten of Pentacles. So I always have to keep myself on a very short leash with these readings, but let's see why that Ten of Pentacles is in the mix. And guides and spirit team. Really want to get over to that the Six of Swords, pardon me. That looks interesting. Another ace. This is good. So then here it finally comes. Okay, what you've been waiting on, or something that this person's been waiting on, finally comes in. Okay, and we have the fire-air combination with the aces on the bottom, which is extremely explosive. So this could be a win or a victory that comes in very suddenly, either a surprising win or an explosive one that just goes 0 to 100. And with what I was seeing up front here, maybe this person is thinking about something so much that they finally just bring it into fruition. That's a big possibility here, where it's like thought about and thought about and thought about and thought about, and then finally it comes in. That's a huge possibility here, Taurus. Now, the Ace of Wands, similar to the Ace of Swords, is opportunities, right? This is passion, it's drive, it's desire. So when I see it underneath this Ten of Pentacles, like all the things I just explained, it's like, all right, well, you've waited for it, now here it is, or here it comes. So to me, it comes in very suddenly, surprisingly, or shockingly, and it could be huge, my friends. Like, if you've been waiting on something in this time, now I know there's a lot of Tauruses and a lot of different situations right now. Could be relationship, could be work-related. If there is something that you've been thinking about a lot, or a situation or a problem that has consumed your mind in this time, like, I really do feel like the resolution to that, or the overcoming of that, is coming in hot. Okay, it really is, with the fire, air, the double aces. Like, it's opportunity after opportunity. Okay, so I really like this. We're going to keep pressing forward. Another message I'm picking up here in the center, this could be someone that uses like their family and their material abundance as fuel to push them forward. Well, it's like, all right, well, I work this hard because I need to have this, or I work this hard because I have to take care of them. Like, that's another vibe I'm picking up here, but it's not bad. Let's see what's up with that Six of Swords on the back end. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. I love it, and it comes out of nowhere. Like I said, it comes in surprisingly or explosively. I love it. So let's see what's happening with that Six of Swords, please. Thank you. Yeah, reaching the promised land. We have the star in the upright underneath the Six of Swords. You need to have faith in something. That's something I'm picking up here. Now, a portion of you might be connected to an Aquarius. To me, this is a card of hope. It's a card of wish fulfillment. So regardless of what you're going through, even if the rest of this reading did not hit, it's very important for a lot of the Taurus collective to stay optimistic and see the silver lining about things with this alignment on the back end. The star is extremely hopeful and holds hope in the future itself. And yeah, those wishes do come true eventually, but this card, if it's not an Aquarius in your life, is the big scale thinking, big picture thinking of life, not just what's happening today or tomorrow or next week. We're looking at the big ball of wax, especially with the Ten of Pentacles here as well. So this is very, very good and positive on the back end, and it's just more reassurance, aside from what I was already saying, that Spirit is saying, like, yes, you can and will reach this. this promised land or this result that you want. And I know that's a generalized message because this is a general reading, but this front end where I thought things were a little choppy and it was making me a little concerned is completely resolved in this reading, okay? But I think a lot of it is about your mind state or like the way you view things and your perspective. So in this time, it's very important to stay optimistic and driven, whatever it is that drives you, because we still have the wins, the victories, the wish fulfillment, it's all over the place, Taurus. So let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Loving this energy this week. So before the shadow card, down here in the box, we have double aces, we have the star, we have the 10 of pentacles, we have victory all over the damn place this week. But position number 1, the 4 of pentacles with the ace of swords was giving me several messages in the very beginning. 1, it could be an intrusive thought of some kind where somebody just can't get something out of their mind, off their brain. So whether you're on someone's mind or someone's on yours, it's just something, it's like, all right, until I resolve this, I can't get this off my mind. Another thing I was picking up was someone waiting on options. Well, like, you know what? I'm going to hold firm until what I want comes along, or I'm going to hold firm until I get the result that I want. And I'll wait forever if I have to. And you might not have to wait long with what we have coming up, but I was also getting somebody shutting down communication or being emotionally unavailable. Moving to the center, we have the 10 of pentacles with the ace of wands in the upright. Beautiful energy, my friends. I love this vibe with the fire, air, double aces here. Something comes in very suddenly, surprisingly, or unexpected. The opportunity or the win you've been waiting for, it shows up if you look at the storyboard of this spread. And it feels really nice, specifically around the money, the family, the home. But I see so much possibility here for you. And it could be all about the mind state, because as we get to the back end, more air. So notice the elements. We have a lot of air, a lot of mind, a lot of pentacles. We do have the spark plug, though. 6 of swords with the star in the upright. Wish fulfillment, happiness. If you're not connected to an Aquarius here, it's about looking at the big picture of life, the long journey, the big ball of wax, and staying optimistic. This alignment on the back end says you will reach the promised land. You will reach and attain what you want. You need to just stay motivated and stay particular and be optimistic, right? Be optimistic, be hopeful. So please take a screenshot of that, Taurus. See what's in the shadows for you, my friends. And as you know, I always like to pull a shadow card at the very end. So let's see what's in the shadows for Taurus, guides and spirit team, whether it's something you don't quite see, maybe it's something that's inside. It really all depends. And it doesn't always have to be a challenge. Let's get a shadow card for Taurus. And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. My beautiful channel members helped me pick out my costumes this week, and I'm always doing like all signs and bonus types of readings, so obviously no pressure. You just got to talk about it. Let's get this shadow card popping for Taurus, please. Here we go. Okay, the Emperor. This is a card of control, so some of you, if you're not connected to an Aries, you might just be on the cusp of Aries for a portion of you. But when I see the Emperor, it's divine masculine authority figures. For a small portion of you, you might have an issue with authority. Okay, maybe you're in a position of authority when the Emperor shows up in the shadows. This could talk about issues with a father figure as well. But when I see this, the Emperor is the shot caller type of energy. So Spirit could be reminding a lot of the Taurus collective that you have more control in your situation than you think or realize. So just know that, embrace that, and let that empower you. That even if it feels like you have no control in the situation, you have way more than you think. So that's a beautiful energy, my friends. Taurus, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the September subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air readings. But for October, I'll be going back to one of the classics. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of the most beautiful decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments if there's a zodiac sign that you clash with. If so, which signs do you kind of bump heads with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of October, your name will be announced in the community tab, my friends. As always, much love, and I'll see you next time.